what you do? That Grind Media. You
We're a
represent
branding
Grind Media,
agency.
branding agency, marketing, things of that nature. We're gonna let him. We're gonna get into that. But my bro Mike, I'm talk about Mike for a minute, man. This dude right here. When I first met him, I thought he was the police. You feel me? You know, niggas would give you the police vibes. Like 5-0.
I'm 12 now, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
But that's my guy though. Love this dude, man. Sock a nigga out for him. You know, my mama I will. But my nigga, you know, he's very informative. You know, he surprised me with some of his information he be sharing. So, you know, bring him in, pick his brain a little bit, let him get his off. And I might just clear the table and checkmate him so y'all can all see
Man, please do.
how I do this.
Please
You
do.
feel me? So, you know, this is my
'Cause we
boy
need
Mike. Stay
witnesses.
grinding.
We need witnesses.
But yo, what's up with you though, big
What's
bro? You
good,
alright?
bro?
You straight?
Man,
Man,
lovely. Anytime on this side of the earth.
man, when you on the foot side of the dirt, huh?
Right.
You can walk on the grass.
Absolutely.
So you talk about you was at the ER, man. You straight?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
Like I told you,
Stress, bro.
I'm not giving you
Stress.
CPR.
You
I'm
let
not,
me die, nigga. You
I'm
haunted.
not giving you mouth to mouth, nigga.
Stress, man.
So so you know, tell me, man. Like, you wanna, tell me about Mike's grinding, the grinding media situation.
Grind Media.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're a branding agency. So our job is to really connect people with companies that think the same. They think alike. A lot of people, when they say branding, they think of a logo or something like that, but it's a lot deeper. It's about an emotional connection. You know, the reason why you have people who choose Apple over Samsung, right?
Uh huh.
So the, that tribe, they all have the same thing in common. So we connect people with companies who think the same.
Word. So you can help me with some branding.
Absolutely, bro.
So how? So when you say connect people with the same, so as how the social media goes now, it's all about algorithms, correct?
Yeah,
When
there's an algorithm, but
you
it's not all about algorithms. Social media is about connecting people as well. People follow people that they familiarize, they have an emotional connection with.
about the
So,
energy,
yeah, it's
about the
about the
energy.
energy.
So you can help whatever I'm trying to bring connect with the right energy
I
of
help you find
audience.
people, you're right, find an audience that believes like you
Yeah, yeah,
believe.
absolutely.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So we connect, you have that
Okay.
chemistry.
How do you how do you become an expert in that or so proficient?
Man, for me, it was a journey. I started off in graphic design. So I started designing things, designing websites. Then I'd have to give it off to a developer and have them code it up. And I got tired of paying them, so I learned it myself. And then from there, it's just really where the industry took me. I've always been into IT. I was a network administrator, so um, it was different because I have a creative side because I've always drawn. I've always liked to do tattoos. I've always liked
Oh, word.
animation, man. So
You can
it was,
actually draw like
yeah,
freehand, or you need to look at something and
no,
draw.
I could
You
draw
can
with
draw.
some, yeah. I
Word.
draw mostly abstract, but I do a
Mm.
lot of portraits and stuff too. Um, so I've always liked graphics. So it was like it was a natural evolution, but it was kind of weird because then I have an analytical side that's into networking and all of that, but I also have the graphic. But at the end of the day, it was I chose what I love. Like I love to be creative. I love to be in a creative space. I love to solve problems. I like to help businesses solve and overcome those problems. So it was just a natural course of action, and I just really followed my heart and what I knew I would love to do no matter what. So I just shifted.
That's nice. So when you say branding or marketing, or when you create, so you create the websites.
Yeah, that's an asset. That's a little bit different. We first start with strategy, where most companies make a mistake is they start off with the logo. They'll start off with the name, even the business plan, but they don't start off with branding in mind, right? So you don't start off with the strategy, your target demographics, your customer profiles, the people that you want to reach. especially in our community, we don't take branding into consideration. You know, we're a passionate people, so we'll get a name, a product, an idea, and we run with it, but we don't take into account that there's a strategy behind everything. So we start off with the strategy. So you want a logo, we would figure out who your target demographics is, right? Who it is that you want to target to be able to bring in. Then when we design a logo, we have to design with them in mind. It's not what you say, okay, I want this logo, I want it to look nice. Right, so then you're going to attract you as your customer. No, we need to be able to attract the people that you want to bring in, so you can't have a color that they don't like. You don't have, certain assets and certain design features that they don't like.
Not interrupt you. So you study or have a aware of what colors attract the eye and what attracts people? Do you
Mm,
keep that in mind when you create these?
we do. That's why it's important we create customer profiles, because if you have Jane Doe that's 36 years old and she's a home mother, and she goes to church every Sunday and PTA
So you're gonna keep
meetings,
it plain.
we would design things that would attract her,
Attract
that
to
she
those
would
to that to
familiarize
those
with.
people.
Right,
To those
right.
people.
Because you wouldn't. I mean, if you have somebody who's into country music, you wouldn't design a logo that looked like heavy metal,
Word.
Kiss or something
I
like
get it.
that. So it's important that you know your customers before you start, because if not, then you're putting the cart before
So
the
you just
horse.
need to know your target audience.
You do.
You
It's
know who you're gonna
important.
cater to.
Exactly.
Who you're trying to understood. Who you're trying to give your
Right.
product to.
Right.
Okay.
Who you
That's
want to
good.
connect with.
Connect.
Yeah.
That's good
Because once
info.
you create that emotional connection, the money comes.
Absolutely.
It's just a result of it. You feel that need, you have that connection, and then the money comes. It's really simple. And
So you're gonna create my logo?
yeah, man, yeah, we're gonna do
So
that.
you're gonna create all right, so y'all know he about to create the Mood Swing TV ads, logo, the pot, so Mike stay grinding. Y'all need to hit him
Website,
up, you feel me?
app will get
So
you.
we're gonna, give his, social medias and this link to, so y'all can hit him, man, get some of this work done.
Absolutely.
So, but we're gonna switch the mode right quick, man. Cause we've been talking off camera about some things. So we was talking earlier about reparations and the state of our people, of the, how the pandemic has affected us, you know, us personally, the community, and reparation came up, and few of us feel like we deserve it or need it, and feel like few of us feel like you know we ain't ready for it, and it doesn't matter if we get it or not. So I feel like you gonna give us some reparation. Give me my reparation. Give us, cause shit, it was on the bill when Abe Lincoln was president. They was gonna actually give us that bread, and we could be able to choose wherever we wanted to go, and they was gonna pay for it and fund us. So why not now? You don't think we ready?
Mentally, no.
I think we are, man. Why you don't think mentally we are?
Well, I mean, first of all, look at the current state that we're in now, right? So you give, let's say they gave all of us, every one of us, $1 million, right? You have niggas that get tax returns and go crazy, right? They don't invest, they don't start a business, they don't create any type of
What
assets,
business can you start with?
only liabilities.
What business can you start with $1,500?
You start a lot of businesses.
What
You can,
business?
man, bro, it depends on what your passion is. But me, man, there's tons of things you could start. Get yourself an LLC. You could take $1,500, get yourself an LLC, right? Find a business partner that has 600, 620, 650 credit score, and pull out another loan and start a business. That could be your starter. Same way that niggas do on the streets, right? You buy yourself a zip, you take it, you flip. It's the same mentality, but that takes
But you
a lot
gotta
of
find the
time.
same person with the same mind state to make that investment
Yeah.
with you.
Well, that
But
goes back to your energy, like we were talking about.
but
You're gonna
is most
track
of,
that.
is most people in our community thinking that way though?
No, but that's the problem. That's why I say we're not ready, because we're gonna take it and we're gonna blow it, and we're gonna be in a worse off situation. All you're gonna do, and not for all of us. There's some of us, man. We're becoming more and more woke, and we're seeing things. And I deal with a lot more black businesses now than I have in the past. So we're coming around and we're learning, but we still have an element, man, in our community that's affecting us, and it's very powerful. You know, we still have youngsters that are hard-headed knuckleheads, man. You still, I know today, people we hoop with, man. I know somebody, man, they get their money, they went straight out, straight to Mercedes. You know,
Well, shit,
no mortgage. No, we don't take the money. We buy a house, and then you
I'm
draw
guilty.
equity on the house, and you take that money out and you
I,
pay that car off. You want a car note,
I'm
and you're
guilty.
renting.
I'm guilty. I went straight to BMW.
Well, that's the mentality, bro. So
But
you're not ready
paid,
for
but
reparations.
mine paid off though.
Huh?
I ain't got no car note.
Okay. Well, what about the ones that are going out and renting houses, renting apartments, but now you have a car note for a Benz?
I feel you though.
Is that the smart thing to do? We're not.
That thing you probably got $700 car note with the insurance
And then insurance, and then
Yeah.
maintenance. You can't just go take that down
To
the
anywhere
street
to
to
Jose.
Arturo. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I got a
Nah.
real good mechanic for my Ford.
Man.
Arturo will fix anything.
But man,
when
he can't fix that.
Bro, I took him our 3 Series Beamer, and he broke the head. It's just certain things you don't do. So when that Mercedes maintenance comes around, right?
So
And
you
when
gonna
that
think
money
we ready.
goes, bro, look at all these people that win the lotto and they turn around and they drain it all. Because if your mentality doesn't change, then you just taking the same mentality and just giving it money. Where do you think it's gonna go? It's gonna go to Louis. It's gonna go to Gucci. It's gonna go anywhere
So why you
else.
sweating me over my bag then, nigga?
Hey, I'm just
'Cause I didn't get you
you're
a bag,
for
nigga.
You're for it. You want us to have it right now. You're the opposition, bro. So you taking all of that. But I want us to have it. I want us to get to a point to where we can have it, man. But I think that we have a lot of healing to do. We need to learn how to love ourselves. Cause you got somebody get some money, man. It'd be a whole bunch of dead people. I think I was reading somewhere where gun sales were on the rise too, man.
Oh yeah, gun sales been on the rise.
Look at L.A. We
Since
had
Trump been in office.
28, how much is it, 28, 30
Since
murders
Well,
already?
since Obama been in office. They was buying guns when Obama got in office, bro.
Man,
Stop playing.
robbing the gun stores.
Yeah.
But even in the city, man, we have all those people that's out there dying, man.
Hey,
we had
but-
like
Hey,
28 murders
these little niggas carrying around guns out here now like it's the Wild Wild West.
because it is for them, man. So now you want to give them that bag too? What's that gonna do? How's that gonna help us, man?
Well, if so, go ahead. Tune in, Mr. Willie. Say something. Go ahead, Mr.
I
Just
I,
interject.
I agree with that. A lot of us are not ready for that, but I am.
Yeah.
Give me mine.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about what
No.
that dude is doing. I don't give a shit what he'll do with it.
This is about what I'm gonna do with
It's
it,
about
right?
what I'm going to do with it.
Absolutely.
Okay,
And
so
my family.
Yeah. Absolutely.
so Mr. Williams, but you got to understand, we're a whole. What you do, what I do, affects us as a whole. And see, I think that's the problem. You could have a bunch of niggas come and not be able to live in a house where you have other races that could come together. The Vietnamese, they all have their nail shops. You have all of these other races. I think that's the problem. It's not just give me mine and let me do me. It's us. Like, I feel it every time somebody else, my color, get gunned down by the police or, like, I feel that it affects me. We're all the same. We're all together. And I think that's what we need. We need our unity back. We need to love each other because let's say, I mean, if I'm not ready and I don't have that mentality, Mr. Williams, then you give me $1 million and your
Willie.
son pissed me off.
Willie.
Now you bear, Mr. Willis, I'm sorry. Now you're bearing them.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like we have to get to a point to where not only are we going to be able to do what's right with it, but we're going to be able to invest it in ourselves and make us strong, get Black Wall Street back. Because most of these people, if you gave all of us money, they're not going to take it and spend in black dollars. Like I said,
Sure,
they're going to run to
right to
Gucci
Walmart.
and Louis and
Yeah,
Benz
yeah.
and BMW. It's not like they're going to put it into us and we're going to benefit out of it. So are we ready? Are we really ready? I had to make that same determination in my business. You know,
But
I was asking God to send me 100 clients, and I really had to look at myself and say, are all of your business practices down? Do you have your onboarding down? You know, is the customer first? Like, have you ironed out all of these other problems, but you're asking for this increase? Like, are we ready?
Man, I think we are, man. I'm like Mr. Woolley said, man. Just
well,
give me mine. Fuck what they doing.
I gotta think about mine.
That's what everybody been doing though. Thinking
Yeah.
about theirs.
And we haven't one thinking about each other. So don't you think we should try something different? Like, why are only cities that we're inhabiting, right, predominantly have the high murder rate?
Okay.
Chicago, St.
Hey,
Louis, like,
I love everything you saying, everything, and you are absolutely right. But I can't let the whole hold me back.
See, I think what Mr.
I understand.
I think what Mr. Woolley's saying is basically his actions. I know from as the individual he is always gonna be for the people. If you got the right energy, if you're doing the right things, you feel me?
Absolutely.
So your everyday actions, the energy you project is the energy you get. If you do good shit, you get good shit come to you.
Mhm.
That's just plain and simple.
Right.
You feel me? So those, you feel me, who's gonna blow their money once we get our reparation, man, just come spend that money with me, my nigga.
But
You
they're
feel
not
me?
going to do that.
That should be your first
Yeah,
instinct.
you're right. They're not gonna.
They're not going to. They're not doing that now with
They-
the little bit that they're
yeah,
getting.
yeah.
So you give them more. I mean, we're creatures of habit. What they do with the little, they're going to do with a lot.
Cause I'm setting stuff up. We're setting stuff up with people with the mind state of our people, setting things up for us to be successful. It's everything we. It's never I.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it's crazy, and that's a hindrance at the same time.
Yeah. Like
It's
Big
like,
Sean said that.
You feel me?
It's we, not
Because
me.
he's an Aries and I'm an Aries, so we got that energy in common. Whereas it's like no matter what, I can never make it about myself.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Even though others try to make it about
Well,
myself,
here's what I would do. I'll try to lead by example.
and man,
You know, and I noticed that black people, we like to see.
so that's what we try to do then.
Right. We like to see success.
So that's
We
what
don't
we
want to hear you talking about it. We like to
see
see it.
success.
Right.
That's what we. And
Because if they see it coming from you, then they're gonna believe what you say.
so, bro, that's when the bands come in. You understand what I'm saying? The Gucci hat come in, the Gucci bag, the Gucci belt. The homie go buy the Jordans, cause niggas want to see that success, bro.
Yeah. That speaks
But,
loud.
but understood. But they see the success on Jeff Bezos. He doesn't have anything Gucci on. You don't see him hopping up out of those cars. You don't see him with
Right.
diamonds
Right.
all in his face,
Right.
gold grills.
But
You don't
see-
see Bill
but see,
Gates like that.
He talk.
You
Bill
don't see
Gates,
Elon Musk like that.
They talk to their own, but the way we have to talk to ours is by visual.
But we need to change the narrative then.
Yeah.
Because all that's doing is perpetuating a lifestyle that's unrealistic, really, man. And it's leading to nothing but the detriment of our people.
Oh,
Like-
no. What I'm saying is, I'm not just saying having the cars and the jewelry, but you have the other assets to back it up. You have the passive income
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
backs it up.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you speak
yeah.
on it.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
not just showing them what you
You
got.
should-
You're
but
telling them how you got
how
it.
you got
Understood?
it. Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm more like, you know, once the heart is right, then everything else is gonna fall in line, right? Like
Right.
Solomon in the Bible, when he could
Why
have asked
Solomon
God
keep
for
coming up?
man, right? We've been talking about him all day. When
All week,
he could have
man.
asked God for anything, but he asked God for knowledge, for wisdom, to be able to
yeah.
deal with his people in a just way, the way he wanted him to. And as a result of that, God blessed him with everything else. He didn't lack for anything
Right.
because his heart was right.
Right.
Right? David, same thing. David was cold on rooftops looking at women, had sent to
Sent-
the front
man,
line and
to
murdered.
get killed to
But the
take
Bible
his
still
rib.
says that he was a man after God's own heart, right? It's
Yeah.
the heart. It's a condition of the heart.
That was God's heart.
Huh? No, David's heart.
Was a man after God's
Right.
own heart.
I look at it a little bit differently,
So
man.
was that God's heart having that man go to war to take his rib?
I think I look at it when it says that David was a man after God's heart.
After.
I look at it after as in chasing.
Of wanting to be.
No, he's chasing. He's after it. He's
Oh,
out
okay.
to get
Going-
it. Like he's
understood.
striving
He's
to
not-
be
he's
more
not that,
godlike.
but
Yeah,
understood.
it's not like
So he's
God's
still-
heart.
he's
Like
understood.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
okay.
we're nothing like it, but he's after him.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, you're having
He
a
wanted to
different
be.
desire.
He wants to be. He got a desire to be.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, you know, I just think it's the condition of the heart, man. That's why this racism shit's not going to change. We're making laws and rules and regulations that affects the mind. It's the heart,
What you mean racism ain't gonna change?
because it's a condition of the heart, man. It's not the mind. No matter how many laws and rules and regulations you put in place, it's not going to change anything. If someone's racist, they have hatred in their heart.
So what do you think about the Capitol situation? Them white folks running up in the Capitol and all that.
I think that people are frustrated, man, and they feel like they're not being heard.
What if that was me and you?
Oh, yeah, we'd be dead.
Dead.
How you feel? Look, it's one brother that was out there, that coon ass nigga. That's what you get, nigga. I don't feel no sympathy for you because your ass should have been watching it on TV
Like the rest of us.
like the rest of us. Hey, we need to stay out the way, man. Look, everybody else got bail. He's still stuck in there.
Yeah.
They denying his bail. Why they denying his bail though? We don't get it.
Well, that's okay for him.
I think, you know, but here's the thing.
It was a brother. He black.
Yeah, but, you know.
Yeah, he ran with them.
Yeah, it was okay for them, but why he ain't getting bailed
So
though?
I guess
He got their heart.
What he
We don't want him.
Right.
Keep him in there. We don't want him.
he needs to learn something from this.
That's crazy.
He run with them, but now he's learning he's not getting the same
Man, you
treatment.
still a nigga. Nigga, you still a nigga.
But I think at this point, we all should have learned something. That's why I really don't get too much into it. You know, I know how you feel. You and I have talked extensively on this, man. But I'm on, look, ain't no niggas being pulled out of S-classes, Bentleys, Ghosts, Phantoms,
That's why I got the
Teslas, and being murdered in the streets, right? You don't see, you're not hearing about it in Calabasas and Rancho Palos Verdes. It's niggas pulling Fords and Chevys and Hondas. We gotta elevate ourselves past this. The way that
Absolutely.
you elevate yourself past that is by getting to the bag, because with that money comes power. You know what I mean? And you have to take yourself out of the environment of that. You know.
So that's why they get into that bag by any means right now.
Man, you know it's important.
Niggas
man.
is selling their souls to get to the bag.
They're gonna have to answer for that one.
That's
day,
why they
too.
ain't giving us the reparation. Cause they're like, yeah, you gonna sell your soul? Give me that ass
Look,
to get to the bag.
Nothing for free, man.
Ass, gas, and
we could
cash.
talk about reparations all day long. They're never going to give that to us. Never.
I think
Got to
if
say,
they
Kay.
ever were,
Kay got something to say, Mr. Woolley. Get Kay the mic.
With reparation, I think it should be an age limit
What you mean?
because it was really intended for our ancestors back in the day. I
But
think
they all
if
too
it,
dead now.
I know that. No, I'm saying I think it should be an age limit. If it'll be an age limit, then I think we will progress better as far as like money going to where it's supposed to go to.
So these youngsters, should get no reparations.
Exactly.
So
right?
you-
But we're still suffering the effects of it, though. You know,
True.
we're still. So I wouldn't say that. I don't know if I'm with them old niggas that have
that
all
might be
money.
you might be onto something. They-
Yeah, if it's an age limit.
So nobody under 21.
So nobody under 21 suffers the
25.
oppression of this system. Like they're not still feeling the
I say if
effects
you
of
wasn't
it?
born, if you was born in '94, you don't get reparations.
Why?
You was too young to really.
But they're still
Or
suffering the
2000.
effects
Or
of it.
2000.
Why? My son is still suffering the effects of it.
So, I mean, I got them saying, I want my kids to get it too. But I'm
Right.
just saying, but we already got the mindset we're going to set shit up. We ain't going to go get a Bentley. We're going to go do the right things to make sure they good.
Right, but the reparations.
And plus, we're gonna be somewhere else. We can either stay here or go somewhere else and
so
have
then
our
the
own
Jews
shit.
shouldn't have got theirs. The
Jews should have never got it. We already know that. Come on, you absolutely right.
But then, so Pearl Harbor, nothing. No, Indian.
But they
Native
all
Americans,
got it except us, though.
I understand that, but you're trying to put age restriction on it. And you see, you're dealing with groups of people that don't have the issues.
What was the stipulations when they gave the reparations out to these other nations? Did the youngsters get it? Probably not. Their families got it. Their families got it.
Even the Native Americans, don't they go by the DNA test? If they have so much amount of a certain tribe in it, they get it no matter their age.
So I need to go have I know I'm Native American.
I told you, bro. Don't go take that test. What if you come back 78% Irish?
Nigga, I ain't got no Irish in me, nigga.
Okay.
No Irish.
So you're full black.
Man, absolutely. I'm native, nigga.
Okay.
Stop playing. Hey, man,
go ahead and take that
playing.
test, and then we'll reveal the results right here on Mood Swing.
On Doing Me podcast.
It'll be the last podcast.
I don't
You'll
trust
never
these
hear
white
from
folks.
me.
They control everything. I ain't trusting that. I don't trust that.
Man, you don't have to trust it. You can be
spirit.
aware of it, man.
I
but
go
just
with my spirit.
Okay.
God talked to me, the Most High. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Come on, man. He already told me, you the tribe of Judah, boy. You a warrior.
Yeah, we are the true Jews.
You feel me?
I absolutely believe that.
I know that, for a fact. Man, stop playing with me. And ever since I realized that, man, things has been opening up. I be seeing things, man. When you know your enemy, when you can identify your enemy, you know how to maneuver.
So who's your enemy?
For the Satan.
Okay, so
ask me who's Satan in the flesh.
Right, but see,
ask me who's Satan in the flesh.
Who's Satan in the flesh, Dante?
Esau.
Okay, who's Esau?
You know who Esau is? The white boys.
Okay,
white people.
So it's the actual people. It's not the spirit. It's not a spirit.
Well,
that's what you're saying, then, right?
Cause I'm like, man, I got a couple white associates, man. They cool, but in actuality, it's just in them to feel the way and act the way they are. So now,
so that wouldn't be a spirit, though. How many white people ever shot at you?
Good one.
Now, how many niggas ever shot at you?
Booyah.
It's a spirit, regardless.
How many Mexicans shot at me, though?
Same thing. But it's a spirit, though, man. It's a spirit. It's not necessarily the skin color, because evil comes in anybody, And I think that, I you and I understand how you think, and they make it real easy to hate them with some of the things that they do.
But it's
at
history,
the end of the day,
it's
not just the history. Look, we are God's only created people. If you read and believe the Bible, God made Adam and Eve and then told us to go make everybody else. So you don't think having that connection with God is going to bring evil upon us? Why do you think, nobody sides with black people? What nation stands up for Africa? Nobody. That's because we're his people, not to have a superior mindset, but just going by what
history.
I've read,
by history.
By the Bible that everybody reads.
And facts.
Adam and Eve.
Not just by the Bible, but by actual facts of living this experience.
Agreed. So, we gotta expect that. That's why I'm saying it's our obligation, it's our duty, because we are his chosen people to love.
It's our obligation to duty what?
To love. Regardless. It's to love. That's just like you being are you a big brother?
No, I'm a little brother.
Okay, well, I'm a big brother. My three sisters, man, I got in trouble for everything that they did.
I am a big brother. On my daddy's side, I am a big brother.
Man, so then you understand that with that comes a certain responsibility, and you have to take on that responsibility being that. And I think that because we are his created people, it's our responsibility to love. We're supposed to love.
Because we're his original creation.
And we're closest to him.
And everything else comes from us. And we civilized and created everything else, and we supposed to nurture it. And
there's a spirit out there that's coming after us. That's here to destroy us, man.
That's kind of So So once you understand and come into the truth of knowledge of mastering self, you you know that you are responsible for everything else, because you do create, you do manifest whatever that exists in front of you. Whatever energy that you're receiving, that's the energy you're giving out.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that
Yeah, we're magnets. We're
yeah, we
definitely
absolutely
magnets.
yeah, we to everything.
Yeah. You got to be
So
careful what you
once
speak.
we realize that and be able to separate ourselves from social media, wanting to be in the spotlight, or you feel me, and all this other shit of what the flesh, you know, try to get us to do, then we can manifest a lot more.
I think if we just start with love, man. If we just get love,
Love who?
doesn't
You keep
matter.
talking. No, nigga, it
doesn't-
does
it
matter. We
does
can't
matter.
love everybody.
Why? Yeah, you can love everybody.
We ain't got to.
Did
Okay,
Yeshua love everybody?
the fuck out of here, man. Everybody, man.
You have to
I'm only
love,
loving
bro.
I'm only loving who love me.
Didn't Yeshua say the same thing? What good is it only to greet those who greet you or do good to those? Then that doesn't make you any better than them. But if you believe that you're created in His image, right? If you believe that we have this
Definitely.
spiritual connection, then how do you think that
I
you're
believe,
supposed to act
I
how
believe,
they act?
I believe we supposed to be living. We supposed to live peaceful with all men. We supposed to, abide by the laws of.
So can you have peace without love?
Yes.
Okay.
You definitely can have peace without love. I
How?
can be cordial with you without actually giving a.
But is it
Hoots.
that's cordial? It says being at peace. There's a difference between
That is
cordial.
that peace. As long as you don't come fuck with me, I ain't gonna come fuck with you.
Look.
If you and you might have something I want. If we could be cordial enough to do business, we can still do business.
So
If
we
you
could do
broke, I
business
ain't
with
gonna
the
come to your
clan.
funeral.
So
I ain't gonna feel nothing.
you could do business with the clan then, if they're cordial to you. If they don't say, "Hey, nigga, you gonna sell this?" If they just say,
We been doing business with the Klan when we go
"No,"
to
but
Walmart.
you could.
They don't call me nigga in Walmart, and so I guess so.
I agree.
Yeah.
We've been working with them
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
long
so I guess
I'm
so.
talking
time.
about the actual people.
I
So the
guess so.
greeters that are standing in front of Walmart, instead of them looking like you and I, if they were white people with hoods on and said, "Welcome, nigga," when
No, I
you walked
won't.
in, you.
No, I won't.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't.
I'm saying, man, we have a higher responsibility, right? And we could play the blame game. We could play hurt. We could play victim. We all know everything that's been done to us. But what
So
good is that gonna
just
do?
because
Right.
we're God's children, we supposed to turn the other cheek?
Yeah, man. We have a higher responsibility.
Man, I just want to smack a Caucasian sometimes.
Man, it was. Check this out.
I just wanna
Check this
smack.
out. It was stunning.
But then that's hatred in you.
Is it?
Mood swing.
Yes, sir.
It was stunning to watch those family members of that Charlotte church where that white boy went in there and killed all those black people.
man.
And they lined up and told him that they forgave him. That's where it's got to start, man. It's got to start there. Because, look, I tell my sons, man, you can't carry that heavy
You can't
Mm-hmm.
in your heart.
harbor.
Right.
Yeah,
You can't walk, you can't
Right.
live like that.
Right.
You got to let that out. As long as you have all that heavy in your heart, man, it's going to get in your way in life. You know,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
heavy to the one who carries it.
I concur.
And you're carrying it.
I ain't carrying hate, nigga.
no, not. I'm just saying.
He missed everything.
Yeah, you missed. I'm just. No, let's say if you carrying hate for a particular individual.
Understood. Well, I keep it 100. I might be.
Yeah.
I might be. I'm human. Cause
Yeah.
I want.
And,
Man.
and it's understandable because you can't look at the things that we're seeing and know what our people are going through and not feel some type of way. Like I've been there. I've been filled all through with hate, man. But at the end of the day, that's not what God wants for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want us.
He wants
to
us to
be in
touch.
that
He
state.
wants us to touch each other's lives in a positive way.
Yeah, what version of God are you gonna show to people?
Well, that's to be honest, that be my main focus when I wake up every day. When reason why I go still hoop with these youngsters to, because I know I've been hooping around this community so long where a lot of these niggas see me lose my cool, punch on some folks, You feel me? Make pills, pull out a pistol on people. You feel me?
Against me. You know how
You
many
know,
times we almost fought on the court? As close as
and,
we are.
before I had kids and all that. So a lot of these little niggas, I probably punched on their uncles, their daddies. You feel me? Like literally. Like no, I'm not no bragging right, but this my stupidity and my ignorance at the time. Where now they see me like, damn, I got grays in my beards. I ain't old, but you feel me?
Right.
Evolving to my maturity. Like
Growth.
my nigga, it's people change, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like, so when you say we ain't due to reparation, I say we truly are because
I didn't say we weren't due.
are
I said we're not ready.
are ready for reparation. I said we truly are just because the simple fact that our generation is the seed. Well, you're a few years older than me, but I've gotten a lot of my overstanding and seeds planted from niggas in your age bracket. So our generation is like the trendsetter, and the seed to all the liberating thinking. When they say like how our conversation earlier, how you said our generation was the lost generation, Generation X and all that. But I feel we was the most the information age started with us. Even though we didn't have internet really. You feel me? We still had, the radio, newspapers, but and then hip hop came. You feel me? The way we communicated with each other in our community was fucking cerebral at the time, bro.
Well, we're storytellers.
You
We're
understand what I'm
storytellers,
saying?
yeah.
We was like, it was fucking cerebral. We didn't have social media, but we knew what was going on in the streets of New York when we heard certain records and certain artists. You feel me? We knew what was going on in Detroit when we heard certain shit or certain reports from certain individuals. That's how we was getting our shit. Because our community stay connected. You feel me? So, man, you talking about reparation, bro? Man, break it off, nigga, because we gonna go back to Black Wall Street. Because we gonna go back to policing ourselves, my nigga. We gonna shake these little niggas up like little nigga.
How?
Oh, stop playing, my nigga.
No, but how?
You
Think about it.
We got guns, too.
Yeah, but not
have to correct
not just
ourselves.
that, but you're saying that we're going to get to that point.
We already there.
Bro.
Man, we got a lot of black millionaires for one already.
Yeah, we
That's in
do.
the cut.
But look at their mindsets, though. Look,
No, their mindsets
I'm
is
talking
with
about like
us.
the Jay-Z's, the
We fuck the
Dre's.
Jay-Z's. I ain't talking about those that's in the limelight. I don't even believe those are legit ones.
So they hand you your reparations. Let's say they give you $5 million. Your mentality is gonna be like, let me help shake these niggas up so that way they can get theirs right. Or you gonna be somewhere flying, smoking out of a Jamaican chalice.
What I'm gonna do? You tell me what I'm gonna be doing that too.
Right, because ain't nobody gonna take their money and just go straight into a nonprofit.
I'm gonna be doing that at home. I'm gonna be doing that at home.
You gonna buy a
smoking out of
house.
Jamaican
You gonna
chalice.
buy a boat.
I'm not gonna do that off jump. But I'm gonna smoke out of a Jamaican chalice.
How could you? But Dante, how could you tell me that? But bro, how could you tell me that? You already got the Beamer though. You already went and got the Beamer. Why you didn't take that money and go do something with that?
How you know I didn't?
Well, you went and got the Beamer.
Huh?
What do you mean? How do I know you didn't? I do it because I know you. I'm not just a guest on your show. I'm just saying you went and did exactly what I'm saying that's gonna happen.
Damn, you might be right, but you might be wrong too.
No,
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man.
Where I'm looking at it is that he's right, but I don't care.
Right. Yeah, I get that too. Some people gonna be like, man, I don't give a fuck. Give me my bread.
Give me mine.
Yeah, I'm struggling, nigga. I don't know what's gonna happen in 5 years. Give me my shit right.
That's my nigga, right? That's why he my nigga.
If I could show 5 young black men in my orbit what to do with $5 million, then I've done a lot right there. I can't show 5,000, but if I could show 5 right here in my own orbit.
Absolutely. In my world. In my universe.
But will you?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, but so then why not start now?
Well,
You don't have to wait for the reparations.
But we are.
Well,
Okay.
But we're all.
Well, let me tell you, I've already started because I got 5 sons.
Absolutely.
And all 5 of them, and I got 1 daughter.
Just like me.
Yeah, she well
Just
protected.
like me. Just like me, my nigga.
Yeah. And I got them all thinking the right way.
Absolutely.
You know, because that's the only way I could start.
Right.
This is my orbit. So, yeah, give me $5 million. And then that way I can show them.
Yeah.
And then,
What we really do with
then-
with the assets.
my oldest son just had a son. So he,
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations,
Grandpa.
man.
Yeah.
Right,
Grandpa.
Papa.
so I'm telling him, I'm like, look, man, look. Each one teach one. Teach your own child, man. Teach your own kid. Like his friends, when they come through, man, they all sit around here, man. I try to kick some knowledge to them. I talk to them. That's all I could do.
Right.
But if I could also lead by an example, if they could see that I'm walking the fucking talk,
That's even better.
that's even better.
Absolutely. Because like you said, we want to see.
Yeah. I could sit here and talk a lot of shit, and my surroundings is not up to that.
And not matching it.
Right.
Okay, so then how much time do you spend with them?
All
Whoa.
day.
With the kids? Because it's all good and dandy.
Oh, you
but-
just walk by a couple of them.
Oh yeah, I saw him. I challenged
Yeah.
him in Fortnite, man. But see, here's the thing. Also, when they have a whole nother world that they deal with, right? So now they have a music industry that's set to destroy them. They have an entertainment industry that's set to destroy them. They have a society that's set to destroy them. So you have all of these outside factors that no matter how much we pour and we tell our children and try to show them, but as soon as they go to Instagram, they see the busted challenge and they see girls shaking their ass and they say these niggas in these my box and
Right.
you know they getting
Right.
diamonds, you know, and doing all that other shit, and they see what comes along with it, the glitz,
Right.
the glamour, the broads, you know, all of that. It's hard to compete with that, man.
Right.
It's hard to. So once again, if we don't change those things about us, if we don't get it to a point to where we're not helping to contribute to our own demise, right? We don't have, you know, the Cardi B shit and the girls out, you know, with
Right.
all of this other, you know,
Right.
sexually promiscuous shit.
But like,
Like,
I can only work with mine.
right, but yours
That's
still
where
got to
it
go out
starts,
to
though.
a society.
But and that's where it started at home. So
Yeah.
when they go out to
But
society,
let me just like
But then we,
my son's sitting in there right now. He's got an LLC called Vendetta
Word.
Entertainment, and this is it.
shout out.
What we're doing right here, all of this, I worked for him. This is all his shit. So he believes what I tell him, and he's actually out doing it.
as they should.
You know, so all I could do is work with mine.
Right.
And they know when they walk out this house with my last name,
They
they
represent something.
represent me.
Yep. And
They
man,
know that.
Yeah. That's the legacy we trying
But
to
they're still
represent.
going out to a society where, once again, you don't have
Mhm.
other parents, other fathers.
Right.
Especially, man, these kids are lucky just to have you in the home. Because, you know, black fathers, we're getting a lot better now, but it's still an absenteeism
Right,
problem, right? So
right.
now you going out there and your kids, you taught them everything perfectly. You've done everything you were supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they going out there and they running into a kid who didn't have that. But you know what he
Yeah.
does have?
Mm.
He got a 4.5. He got a 4.4, right?
Yeah.
That's what he got,
Sack of weed.
right? You know what I mean? So now everything that you've done, you're at jeopardy to lose them.
Right.
You know,
I talked
you
to
at
him
jeopardy
about
to
that.
lose them. You got somebody out there, man. That there's man. They killing over $20. They'll
Yeah.
kill you.
Yeah.
They'll
I
kill
talked to
you.
him about that, but I got to trust in God, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you have to. But
Mm.
I mean, things are still gonna happen, man.
Right.
So what I'm saying, going back to it with reparations, yes, I get your point wholeheartedly. I understand that. But I think that in order for it to work, in order for us to succeed, and again, I want to see us succeed as a whole, as a people, right? Not just, yeah, I want to see your household succeed, but I don't want to see his household diminish. Why
Right.
can't we come up together?
Well,
Like,
right
why can't
now,
we get back to that?
But right now, I look at it like $5 million will be a good start.
That 5 million ain't going
Yeah,
nowhere.
Zero.
The hardest thing to do is change your mind. We ain't
Yeah.
getting through.
$5 million would be a good start, but zero, we ain't doing nothing. We just stuck right here with nothing.
I get it.
But something is better than
Nothing.
nothing. And then what we could do, man, we can't save
Everybody ain't gonna be saved.
right. But what we could do
He already told
for
us
those of us that have the maturity to go out there and talk to the young people, that's all we could do.
Well, I mean, have you ever, it's funny because we go to Target, right?
Right.
Got past the Walmart stage. I can't handle all that screaming and fighting. But in Target, I saw some people in there, and they try to bring the same energy into Target that the Walmart. Hey, what all this? And everybody just kind of stopped and turned around and looked at him, and he realized it, and he was like, oh, my bad. He didn't do that. He realized, where he was, and he brought
Walmart,
that.
Fool.
Yeah, he brought that down. It's not Walmart, it's Target. It's a different energy. It's a different vibe. We don't have to get everybody on it. But if enough of us could do it and begin to impact the other people. Same thing when I first started losing weight. Man, when I was 330 telling everybody how to lose weight, man, they looked at me like, nigga, if you don't get out of my face, you bigger than me. You as big as me, right? But once I started changing.
Nickname Hamburger. Burger is my nigga Burger right here.
We could cut the cameras, man, and we could come back on with a few bloody lips or something. All at the basketball court. But once I started doing that, and people started seeing it, like they started changing. So people that would hang around me and Tay when we were on our weight loss journey, we influenced them. They didn't do the same things.
No, not me,
they
not
didn't,
this Tay.
Yeah,
because I was never
you're
fat.
Dante.
Yeah, little Tay.
Yeah, never fat.
Yeah,
It's
I
always
was never
ugly.
fat, my nigga.
Okay, let's look at it with $5 million. You can influence them.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely can. But there has to be enough of us. There has to be enough of us to be able to make that influence. It
Right.
can't just be there's just one or two now.
Right.
And look at us.
But there's a lot of like-minded people around the country.
Yes,
you just
it
got
is.
to connect with them.
Yes, it is.
And what you're doing is a good start. With $5 million, you can stretch that. You can stretch that a lot further.
Right, in the right hands.
Right.
Just like a gun in the
So
right hands.
you by yourself, you could touch a lot of people, a lot of young black men. Me, I could touch who I could touch. I talk to my boys about the same damn thing. Reach out, give back, pay it forward. And humble yourself when you're out there with them other niggas, because they on one.
Absolutely.
You do
Right
that,
teaching,
you
right
be
teaching.
all right.
The right teaching. You're absolutely right.
Just humble yourself, man. When they elevate it, you take it down
Right, diffuse. Doesn't have to
Diffuse
go
it.
there.
and walk
Absolutely.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you elevate it,
It ain't gonna come back.
it's gone.
Right.
Like that boy King Von.
King Von. Yeah.
Look what he did, man.
And he was
He
out of
heard about some other fool in a parking lot and mobbed over
And
there
punched on Quando Rondo.
and got
That's
himself
Quando Rondo,
killed.
right?
Yeah, and got himself killed.
Oh, some nonsense.
Two brothers that were successful at their game.
But you want to give everybody $5 million.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Oh,
They're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
do-
21 and older.
They're gonna do what they're gonna do. What they do, I can't let what they're gonna do get in the way of what I want to do.
But what they gonna do could absolutely get in the way of what you want to do. They could take one of your boys' lives. They could
They're
take
gonna do that
they could
now.
take
They
your
can do
life.
that now. They can do that now. They can do that right now.
And some of them, the only thing stopping them is not having that bread.
Won't be me, shit. Well, not in this house.
I mean, I want us to have it, man. I wish we were in a position to be able to have it and really prosper. But it's more to it than that. It's being able to create generational wealth. It's being able to,
So you don't think,
develop.
You don't think we'll create generational wealth?
I know I would.
I think some of us will.
Yeah.
Some of us will.
I
Just
know
like
I
some of
would.
us are doing it now from nothing. Scratching by, grinding,
Absolutely.
you know. But I don't believe some of us.
Yeah.
Why do so many of millionaires, even people in the lotto? If you look at the statistics of people that remain millionaires over the years, they blow it. They ain't respect it. They don't respect it, man. When I was out there doing wrong and making quick money, I never respected it, blowing it on anything. But when I got a job
That's what
and had to earn it,
you hold on to them folks.
yeah, it was a whole
right?
it was a
Right.
whole different thing. Then you
Hey.
learn to respect
You
it.
50
always-
cent everything.
Man,
here's
everything
one,
is questioned.
Here's one that I tell my kids: something given has no value.
Yeah, you want to get paid for all your work.
You want to earn it, man.
Yeah.
You want to earn it.
You want to earn it. You don't want to try to maneuver past the process.
Right.
That's where the respect for it comes in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because anything that's like my son one time when he was younger, he wanted some DJ shit. I bought him the DJ thing, man. He fucked with it for about 5 weeks, and then he sold it.
You sold it.
Sold it.
At least your kids sold it. My kids, I buy them something. I buy them a brand new controller, and in a week they're asking to use mine. Can I use your PlayStation controller? Where's yours? Oh, it broke. Bought them the 11. Broke. Dumped it in a bucket of water. So I asked them, how much did it cost you?
You got
Nothing.
9 spoiled kids though.
Nothing.
Spoil you.
Yeah.
Spoil
Well,
you.
let them go out there
Spoiled
and
is
cut.
the
Let them go out
twins.
there and wash
Hey,
cars.
mine
and
spoiled you.
cut
I got 6
lawns.
spoiled kids.
Right. Or work for it or,
Work
or
for
earn
that
it.
controller.
Then his phone wouldn't have been broke.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's the same concept. We have to get to a point, man, to where we're able to look at each other and not have to worry. You know what I mean? Not have to worry about what somebody gonna do. You know what I mean? Like you go into a liquor store, you gotta worry. That woman couldn't even go in the liquor store and buy something to drink, and them niggas attacked her. You know what I'm saying? Until we get to a point.
Hey, they tried to bite her eye out. Hey, them New York.
Damn,
niggas
who
is
y'all
something else.
talking about now?
Oh,
In New York, that girl, she didn't want to give me
Hey, them
the
New
number,
York niggas
and
is something else, my nigga.
they packed her out, bit
Them New
her
York
eye
niggas
and
is
everything.
something else. Them New
Young
York
black
niggas is
boys.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna say black. I'm gonna say Puerto Rican, Dominican. I don't know what them New York niggas be.
So Puerto Ricans and Dominicans aren't black?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna
They
take
black,
this
bruh.
fucking man.
They us.
All of a sudden, they wanna eat that man. No, I don't know about that, my nigga. I don't
Crazy,
know,
man. But see, now you want to give them $5 million?
Yeah.
Hey, those are New York niggas. That's that New York shit. We don't treat women like that out here in California.
Yeah.
On the West Coast,
Hey,
we don't do
I'm
that.
sorry.
In LA,
But I
we
still,
don't do that.
I
That's some
still
crazy
look out.
shit.
I still look
We don't
out for
do that.
number one.
I hear you.
We don't do that.
If it means get that ignorant ass niggas them $5 million so I can get mine, then get them niggas them $5 million so I
I
can
just
get
want them
mine.
to come spend it with me.
Then you gonna have them niggas. They gonna know that you got $5 million. Now they gonna come and try to rob you for
I
your
got guns,
$5
Oh,
million.
hey, if I'm dumb enough to
And there
be-
we go. Now you got guns too.
Check it out.
So
Check it out. If I'm dumb enough to still be standing in the same place,
It's same place.
then
Exactly.
I
I'm gonna be
deserve
gone.
to get robbed.
But to find me, I'm gonna
You
be.
got-
I'm gonna
you
be where
give me-
everybody else with $5
You
million.
give me $5 million, you still you think I'm gonna be right here on 11th Street?
No, I'm gonna be with somebody with $20 million because I know how to make 5 look like 30.
Really, I'm gone.
You know what I mean?
you got a whole bunch of people in the hood, man. That left and got that money and came back and
That's my whole
So,
point. My earlier comment is we got a lot of black undercover millionaires, bro, who's been contributing and keeping us afloat. You feel me? Quietly but kept. You know, it's like damn, you looking at homie wearing these New Balances. You feel me? Nothing flashy. You feel me? You see him at the court, we hooping, but homie got bread. You feel me? Homie been working. He might got a white woman, but homie is a man.
Yeah.
So
This
you
son-
okay with
Black
that
man
then,
with
right?
cake.
This
So
son-
you okay with that?
Yeah, I would be one of
Absolutely.
me. I would be one of those brothers that will definitely keep it under DL. I'm not the flag. I don't wear jewelry. I don't do all of that, and I try to talk to them about that.
Yeah.
That shit too. Because I tell them, I said,
Hey.
look, man, why would you pay $200-300 for a pair of shoes? All that shit is fabric.
Mr. Willie, you can't hide you can't hide success. it'll blossom out of it'll come out of your pores. If you especially the type of person you are. You feel me? You gonna have to really be in a hole not to see to show people your success unless you
Well,
was born into it. You understand what
well,
I'm saying?
I can now. If I was 30 years ago, I would agree
You
with you.
come on, man. You
You don't think you could hide success?
I can hide it today.
I think if you didn't know
Oh
who
no,
Jeff
you
Bezos
definitely
was, you
no,
could
you
tell.
definitely can hide
I don't
success.
think you could. You can't hide class. You could
So
tell when
that's what I'm
somebody
saying.
has class.
Class.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're classy. You don't have to wear the jewels.
So is
and-
class a different from success?
I think so. I think you could have people with success. Look at like Cardi B's.
With no-
have all that money and
But is
bitch
she
and all
really
that other.
successful though? Or she's
Who?
really tricking? Or she's really trying to get to that point so to be successful?
Well,
Well, she's
what are
a
we
long way
determining
from where she
success?
came from.
Or are we talking about
She
just
might
money?
be, huh?
She's the
Are
long
we just
way
are we
from where she
are we
came
basing
from.
success off money? So somebody who has a lot of money, successful like that, a rich
Well,
rapper.
a
or
lot of
something?
people that got money is not successful though, because we've been talking about it because we blow the money and have no liquidation or no assets to show for it.
So what are we? What are when you're saying success,
Generational wealth is success to me.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So again, I think you could have somebody with a certain level of success, right? That might have a ton of money, you know, be able to leave a legacy and leave money and not have class.
How's your battery look in the swing on your phone?
On my phone, 17%.
Okay.
Okay, we got a charger. I got a charger. I just need to plug it
Well,
in.
I think we only have
We're-
iPhone chargers. You
we're
use that
50,
Android.
we're
now.
56 minutes, 57 minutes
Oh,
into
so
this.
we'll give us a few more minutes. We'll close it up in a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But I think, man, this.
I think at the end of the day, we have. It goes back to love, man. We have to love.
Yeah.
We have to love ourselves. You know what I mean?
I love
and
myself.
Like Mr. Willie said, love starts. We need to get
Well,
that back
I'm
starting
gonna,
at
I'm
home.
gonna love them so much. I'm gonna give them $5 million, and I don't give a fuck what they do with it.
Well, if you love them, wouldn't you care what they do with it? Like
Well,
you
yeah,
would want them to
care.
succeed.
Well, I would care. But
A
then,
lot of people I won't care.
yeah.
But
I
what
would-
happened to it takes a village to raise a child?
It does.
Well, that's
but
all
I
I
don't want
could
my
do.
kid to be in every village though.
Right.
There's only one village.
No,
Well,
it's only
my-
12 tribes.
my
There's 12
village-
tribes in
My
Israel,
village
baby.
can't spread across the United
We're
States.
black, bro. We're black.
It's 12 tribes in Israel though.
Only thing I could do is my village is like this neighborhood and all my son's friends.
Absolutely.
That's my village.
Yeah, absolutely.
All they friends.
Absolutely.
And a lot of them are not even black.
Oh yeah. Now these kids, they're not that racist shit. That's an old symptom.
Well,
You know,
we
these
don't
kids
have
are growing
enough,
up a lot
we
more
don't
tolerant.
have enough money to be racist. We might have some prejudice. Racist is we affect one's. We have the ability to affect one's way of living.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel me? But we don't got enough power nor money to have that ability.
I'll
But
agree with you on that one.
prejudice, yeah, we got our own prejudice, and you feel
And
me? Or you
I
know,
always tell my sons, I say, look,
Favorites.
man, if you don't succeed in life, don't blame the white man. Go find the first mirror and look in it. That's the person that got in your way.
Right.
yeah, absolutely. I concur.
Yeah.
I concur because
So-
now that I have understanding and knowledge of self of knowing who we are, then I totally agree. You feel me? That the education system and this propaganda that they implanted in our people is a form of fear that makes us feel a certain type of way. You feel me? All the things they've been plastered in front of our mind. You feel me? Like literally, like these flashcards, my nigga.
Yeah.
White Jesus. You feel me? Midlaw liquor, weed dispensaries now, Lolos, red rag, blue rag, Crips, blood. You feel me? Us as a youth, we don't know how to process all this shit. We just processing it and then dealing with all our trauma at the same time. Mom's in the crack house, nigga.